Okay, let's see if it started recording. It should be live. Let me double check. It's green. Yep, green. Okay, so today I'm gonna make or animate a rocket. So I found this model. I was looking for actually a few models just now, and I found this one. And I like this one. And we're gonna download it. This is by who's this by? This person, Constantine, and I'll put that his stuff in the description. I'll keep that tab open, save it as a favorite, and reshare his link so you can, follow him. Simple 2D simple 3D space rocket he made. Sketchfab is quite cool because you can download and save as a GLTF, which Ventuz now supports. So let's import it in and animate it. So we've got this. I'll just unzip it, and what I'll do, make sure I have a folder open. So I'm just going to make a folder on my desktop. New folder, rocket. And I'll drag that in. I'll make sure I share the link to the 3D scene. You just have to sign up to download it, or you can build your own rocket. I was just being lazy. But now, the great thing is, when you want to bring the model into Ventuz, all you have to do now is drag in the GLTF scene into your hierarchy. Boom, straight in. All the textures, if it has an animation, it will import it in as well, which is quite cool. And lighting, I believe, materials. That's really cool. But I went for this one because I like it. I like the style, and I thought I could make a 3D scene around this, like a animated scene around it. So we're going to make it look like it's traveling through space, but really it's going to be static. So we're not going to animate the Y. You can if you want, but we're not going to. We're going to animate everything else. So let's start off building like a stylish 2D, what's it called? Thrusters. So I'm just going to shift this up and Y so I get a little bit more space. Okay, so I'm going to just collapse this, the rocket. You can rename this as well if you want. I can call this rocket. If you want, you can clean up the extra nodes, so you can clean this up. So I'm just getting rid of all these additional axes. And get rid of this one. And then I'll just re-rotate it. 90. There we go. So we've got our axis, the texture, and then the model. Nice. And it's called rocket. I might as well call this rocket as well. And then that's the texture. That's fine. So now we're going to build some kind of thrusters to make it look like it's traveling through space. Again, I'll just move this up a tiny bit. I want it to animate from here. Now you could use particles, but I'm going to go for a different style and different look. So I'm just going to get a rectangle, drop that in, and this will be our trail. So I want to align from the Y on the top. So it scales from the top. Just place this underneath the rocket, and this is our trail. Like so, something like this. That's quite cool. We could do parent it, but I don't think we need to because this is always static anyway. And then I'm going to duplicate that and make this one slightly thinner. So if I turn on wireframe and the bounding box on, so you can see, I'm just going to change the X position. So that one's just inside, something like this. Cool. I can switch back because they're both white right now, they have no color, so I'm going to add the solid color on the first and solid color on the second, and select both of these, and I'll choose like a yellowy orange. Yeah, that's the obviously. So now I'm going to just change the opacity on them too. So I'm going to bring this down, something like 20% for this one, and then the second one, the thinner one, I'll just bring that down. Yeah, 25. Let's do 25 for now. We can adjust this later. We've got that. We want more moving parts. So I'm going to create a group, and I'm just going to put this all in a group, so I can call this thrusters. I hope I spelled that right. And next I want a rounded rectangle. So I'm going to get an axis. So add that in. And a rounded rectangle. Boom. And I want to change the align Y to top. Like so. And when I scale it now, it'll scale from there. Which is perfect. So I want to turn the top left off, top right off, so it's flat, completely flat. I'm going to increase the rounded size, and now I have like a rounded edge, and you can see I can adjust the Y, like so. And now I'm going to just move this along, place it somewhere like this, and I'm going to call this, I'm going to call it flame 1. And what I'll do is just grab a mover and add the mover to my content window. I'm going to take the Y property. So I like this at 42. We can adjust this anyway. So I know 42. So 42. I mean, so 4.2, not 42. Sorry, 4. So my max 4.2. And say, let's say 3.5. So now it's just moving a little bit. Very subtle. Can speed it up if you want. We can play around with the timing. Right now it's at 0.5, but we will adjust this after. So I'm going to duplicate this again. Now we've got flame 2. Change the X position. Let's change some of the scale properties. So one that's slightly longer perhaps. And change the speed. Could be slower. Faster, depends. We could tweak this. And do another one. And I'll move this across in the X. And I'll change on this rounded rectangle, I'm going to make this one a lot more thinner on the X-axis. And move that along. So, and I'll change the offset. There we go. Now I need to apply color to these. So color. I'm going for a solid color, so there will be no transparency on this. So I'll just duplicate this color down. And turn them to orange. An orange. Something like that, maybe. Maybe, let's see. Think like that. That kind of looks okay. Yeah. And then let's make this one number 2. I don't know, a little bit thinner, like that. Okay. And I'll duplicate another one, just one more, or maybe 2 more. And move this one here. And I'll change this to slightly darker color. The same range, but just darker. Actually, maybe a bit more orangey. like this. I'm going to change the X a little, and perhaps the speed. Of course, you can change around the speed here. Oh, sorry, on the movers, I'm going to tweak that speed. Oh, what happened to this one? Oh, I'll change it to 0. That's not good. There we go. Let's change this speed up. Speed this one up. So for now, I'm just going to keep it simple. Perhaps I've got too many. Maybe I don't need. Maybe I don't want this third one, and then I'll just spread these out. Something like this. Something like that. For now, we can tweak it. We'll tweak it. So the next thing I want to do is add smaller versions of this on top. So I'm going to go into Photoshop. So if I open up Photoshop. Okay. New. Create new. Do. Yeah, let's do maybe height 1024. 1024 or 512 for now. And what I'm going to do, we're going to use Photoshop a little bit here. You can use the round. There's a round. I'm sure there's a there is a rounded rectangle. Yeah. Let's change the radius. See what happens if I do 50. There we go. 50. Something like this. Like this. Or maybe. Yeah, I'll go for something like that for now. I'm just kind of guessing. So I'm just going to merge these down. Actually, I'm sure. Yeah, I'll just merge them down. It's fine. I'll just merge it down. I'm just going to turn this to white. So rasterize this layer. I'm just going to turn this to white. So you can just go image. Sorry, is it image? Invert. Adjustments, invert. So now that's white. I'm going to save this as a PNG for now. I'm going to call this speed lines 1. Speed lines 1. Because I might create another version, another one. Okay, make it look a bit more random. Of course, you can use the particles. I think there are particles, but this is the same way. Color. So what I'll do, I'm going to take this color from here and reuse it. So I'll duplicate this down. I'm going to add a texture. Oh, texture. Make sure I write texture. Actually, I could have put the texture on here. I'm silly. So I could just add the texture here. Let's go for base and alpha. Load that in. Speed lines. Open. Okay. So we've got our speed lines there. We need a rectangle to map it to. Let's scale this up. Make it down a little. Forward. I'm going to just adjust the scale in here. Something like this. And if I go into my UV properties now, I'm going to change the 2D mapping to UV0. And I'm going to animate, you can see the Y property. So here, that's the top right there. I'm going to make sure the top is just underneath. Okay. So I'll grab a mover and take that Y position and drop it on. Great. Next I want to do is take swing off, and right now it's going the wrong way, so I'll just reverse that. So 1 minus 1. Here we go. I might want to change this to slightly darker look. And let's see what happens when I scale it a little bit. Oh, changing the Y position, so down a tiny bit. Actually I might want to soften this. Let's see if I can add texture alpha. Let's see if we can do with the 2D gradient. Happens I'll do it this way. It's a little bit softer at the edge. And tweak that. Bring this one in. Yeah, the other way then. Okay. Yeah, the kind of a little 2D styled rocket ship going on. So now I need to add, like, say, a background. What I'm going to do is just group these together, the one axis. So I can just move this down in the Y axis. I can move this down a little bit. So my 2D layers, I'm going to add like a gradient in the background. 2D gradient. Make sure I move this above. I'm going to call this BG color. Oh, missed the R. I got my caps locks on. And I'm going to just change some of those colors. So go for like a dark purple. Like this. I don't want it to be black. I just want like a dark blue back. Like this. Do what now? So now I've got that as my background scene. And then in here we can add more elements as well. So here, I was thinking whether or not to, because we can add additional animation as well. So we can have this rotating, maybe. So maybe a mover. We can just take the Y, drop that in the mover. And just say, I'm going to just call this rotate. Rocket. And then if I click on the presets, rotate clockwise. You can slow that speed down if you want. Or you can speed it up. Oh. There, still looks a bit flat, needs more stuff. So let's add in some stars and some what's it called? Let's add some stars and a little bit of planets and stuff. So let's make a little planet. So I'm gonna make the planet and the stars in the background layer. So this one. So in this layer here. Oh, this is not a layer. So this is the 2D layer. So I should have made it 3D. So I'll just make another layer, 3D layer, and I'll add it in here. So this one I'll call stars, planets, and this one will be the rocket. Okay. So in here I could have added the 2D gradient, and then I wouldn't know, but you can do it like that. It's not a problem. So we've got this. So what I can do is actually see where I've already made this texture animated, I can reuse this for the stars. So this one here, I'm going to copy this, go into mask, so Control C, and then go to my stars layer and paste it in. And I'm just going to move this across like this. And turn my bounding box on so I can see where it starts. I'm also going to make it easier for myself, I'm going to change the align where to top. So I know it scales from the top. Something like this. And scale it down. Like that. And I'm going to replace this texture. So if I go to Photoshop, I can just hide this layer for now. Should I just Google? Let's just Google star, PNG star. There we go. No, we don't want this kind of star. This kind of like a flare, almost like a flare star. Or I should have said flare. Flare. And I like that. That one looked pretty good, to be honest. Hopefully, download it. Oh, register to download. No. Yeah, no thanks. Okay, let's go get another one. Let's write in flare. Flare. And let's use. Let's use this one. Copy image. And let's go into Photoshop. Paste it in. Oh, paste it in. Not looking too good. This doesn't come in as why? It's not PNG. They changed the way Photoshop is. I mean, not Photoshop. The way you get images now from Google. So flare images, star, and then tools, clip, models. Or no, transparent. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, you can do flares in Ventuz as well, in the effects layers. Let's see if this one. No, it's not free. Why is there no free ones? I must have some free ones. Let me check my desktop. Not my desktop. I'm gonna check my drive. I'm sure I've got textures. D drive. Uh, come on. Textures. Here we go. I must have a flare that I can use. There we go. Oh, this one. This one looks nice. Okay. I'm going to drag this in. Delete this. Remember, background I'm going to turn on. Make sure it's black. There we go. So I can see. Oh, it's horrible. It's a horrible texture. See if I can fix this up. Okay. Oh, Kind of just rubbing it out. Looks terrible right now. Let's do filter blur. There's the radial blur. That's what will happen. Why can't I prove it? Yeah, that'll do. Because remember, this is moving. So that'll do. Okay. I'm going to just duplicate. So Control J, you can duplicate a layer. Okay. And just change the scales of these. Like this. And Control J. Control T. You know, transform it. J. Do. I might go for this kind of look. Where's those other two? Turn those ones off. Might go for that. So I'll just select all these, duplicate. Might get away with that, to be honest. Let's try it. Save this as a PNG. On the desktop. Stars. Stars. Moving. Okay. Oh, no, it's a PSD, a PNG, please. Stars. Moving. There we go. Let's minimize Photoshop in case we need to jump back in. So let's reload this texture in. Look for the stars. It's on the desktop, stars. Moving. There we go. Open. Yeah. Doesn't look too bad. I have to stretch it out and change the color to it. Of course, I want it to move a little bit slower than I want. Turn the boundary box off to see how that looks. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this. Change the offset. I can also play around with the X position and the X scaling on this one. A little bit wider. And I'm just gonna duplicate, move it off this, like this. I think I should have went for the dots. I'll do this anyway. I'll keep on duplicating. I'll duplicate a few of these. And just go in here, change the offset. I'm also gonna select all of these properties. See if it works. Go in here. Then clamp to wrap. There we go. So now the texture is wrapping. Should have done it on that one as well. So let me go to the rocket. I'll go into the one with animated here. Let's see what happens when I do wrap. Wrap. Oh, the start is here. I must have moved it. Move it down. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So now we've got these kind of star things going on. I'm not happy with that texture, to be honest. Just gonna tidy this up. Nice and tidy. Don't keep it tidy, it can turn into something very messy. Let's go back to Photoshop. So I'll turn those layers off. Perhaps I'll turn those ones back on. Not that one. Those dot ones. Turn these ones off. Duplicate this one. Round. There. In there. One here. You know. Yeah, maybe it's too many, but let's do auto select. We can move it. I think I'm being a bit too picky now. I'm just being a bit too picky. But okay, turn that back layer off. Save as PNG stars. I'll keep my old one, so I'll just call this stars moving 2. So I can always jump back to the other one. Just select all of these. There. Double click. Stars. Open. Yeah. There. It didn't do it. Okay, easy way to do it. Just go here. Open up this. Copy this file name. Select those. Open this. Paste. Did it not paste it to all of them? Yeah, it did. Oh, it just looks cropped because I changed some of the X. That's not good. Okay. That'll have to do for now. Because I'll be here all day trying to get stars right. I'm just going to change the opacity a little bit. Tiny bit. Just knock it back. And maybe I'll change the Z space on some of them. Right. Some back. This one definitely I'm going to fix the X position on the scaling. There. Go push this one forward. Like this. And move this down to the tree. Like that. There we go. This one there. Hopefully add some, it looks like it adds some depth by changing the Z space of some of these. There we go. And don't forget we have to offset so it doesn't look the same, like maybe offset some of the speed. That'll do for now. So I'm just going to create a group. So call this stars moving. Cool. We've got our stars moving. Let's add some planets that move past. Let's make a generic one that we can use. I'm going to go back to Photoshop. We're going to make a texture. So I'm going to close this and make a new canvas. Let's go for 1024. No, let's go for 512. No, 1024. 1024 by 1024. Okay. So this will be our planet texture. And I'm going to keep it white. First I'm going to try it white and see if I can just apply material. And I'm going to use the rounded rectangle. Create some planet lines that just looks like it's got some kind of terrain. Oh no, do too much. Tiny. You'll see what happens. I'm going to just merge these down and rasterize the layer. I'm going to change this to a darker grey, something like this. This will do. and save this as I can save this as a PNG or JPEG. Just save it as PNG. Everything else being saved. I'll go with planet texture 1. Okay. Minimize this. I'm going to get an axis. We're going to need a sphere. Let's make this big. There we go. And you can already see we've got some Z sort issue here. I'm going to put this behind the stars, so then it doesn't. We don't see that Z sort. Okay. So, of course, this is in the distance, so our planet's not going to be that big. Maybe let's make that like this. And we're going for a 2D style, remember? So we're going to add a color solid. And on the color solid, I'm going to add texture, base. Double click there. Let's load in our planet. What was it called? Planet texture 1. There we go. I'm going to change the from clamp to wrap on this texture that's created. On the UV 2D to UV 0. And then I'm just going to adjust the scaling on the X. Something like this. You know. Now let's see what happens when I change the color. It kind of works. Perhaps I want to change it to. What happens if I change the material? That the emissive. Yeah, I'm going to change the emissive. There we go. Yeah. Looks like it's got a little bit of shading going on. And if I rotate this, great. So we've got a little planet. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to need 2 movers. One for the y-axis, so it loops. So we loop it from here, going on and off the screen, and another one for the rotation. So, mover, and we take the Y, and call this one rotation or rotate, and we can get another one, and Y position. This one is pretty easy. Let's just do clockwise. We can change the speeds of this. We can tweak all the speeds after. I'm gonna take the Y position. So the Y I want it, say 15.3 to minus 14. Okay. Let's just do 14 to minus 14. So 14 to minus 14 and take swing off. Now it looks like it's going past with it. Of course, we don't want it to go past too fast. Let's change duration. There we go. I think the stars are moving way too fast now. But yeah, we can tweak all of this, doesn't matter. So I'm just going to merge this planet down into a container. So I'm just merge container, call this planet 1. And I'm going to expose the X position. The Y, I want to change the Y duration, expose that. The offset, the min and max as well on the Y position. And that should be it for. Oh yeah, and also want to expose the colors. I want to expose those 2 colors, like so. So now I can duplicate this planet 2, change the position here. Actually, we also want to expose maybe the scaling that we have. Scale all. Let's expose that. Just turn interfacing on. So I can apply, instead of me going into that container to expose scaling, now it's exposed here, I can just apply the same. So now we can change the scaling on this one. Oh, because I don't need to go in there anymore. Change the color to like a blue. There we go. Like this. Let's change the duration, offset, and then get another one, and it free. Change the X position, change the offset, perhaps change the color, give it a greeny color. Here we go. Made a little simple space scene where it loops. I'm not happy with the stars, but you can play around with that and experiment with textures and if you don't want it, you can turn the layers off. You can merge those layers if you don't want it there. Also, let's see what happens. And I just want to see if I can group this. I'll just create a group. I'm going to drop all these layers into the group. Go into the group, please. There we go. I can apply one effect to all the groups. So let's go to effects. Let's add let's see, glare. Let's see what happens when we add glare. There we go. And boom. Good. Maybe it's too much, but hey, there we go. We can also add, I believe, we can add a mask vignette. Default is pretty easy to use. Just feather it a little. That's a bit transparent. What else can we add? Let's just play around with some effects. Let's see what we can add to it. We've got magic, drop shadows. What else would look nice? We also got the additional effects. Then what happens if I use this tool? How'd that look? And then use the barrel. Ew. Whoa. Whoa. That's kind of cool. Cool effect on its own. Ooh. Yeah, you can experiment with these effects. I'm not going to use that one, but it looks cool. Perhaps we can use again. Right, brightness. Ooh, quite cool. That's quite cool. Whoa. I didn't know you could. Yeah, that's quite cool though. I don't want to blow it out too much white. That looks nice so far. What else could we do? We've got to do distorts. I think that's about it. I'll try it. It's a really short tutorial. Hopefully it's just showing you that you can use really simple textures, create a scene, and movers. You don't have to really keyframe much. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we can add. There's the am I blind? I thought that was a lens flare. lens distortion, effects. Group. Where's the lens flare? Where there used to be lens flare. Am I missing something? Let me just check if it's in there. Oh, it's on the actual 3D layer. I thought that would be on the group, if the group would have it, but I guess it doesn't. This is the way, maybe just the way it works. But we could do that if we set a lens flare to the planet one. We could turn the lens flare on. Lens clean. Let's see what happens. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not for the planets. And let's try the rocket. And let's see what default is. Oh, okay. Oh, gonna. That's kind of cool. I like that. Can I change the position? I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. But you can play around. There's loads of settings you can try. You can even add a additional. There we go. Bloom going on over here. Um, Starting to look cool. Yeah, but just play around with settings, try out stuff, maybe even try out different models. It doesn't have to be this. If you can just experiment. I'm gonna end the stream, but thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye bye.